What's up, gang? What's up, gang? What's up? What's up? What's up? Ugh. I was gonna come in like, pow! Ooh, spooky! Ooh, ooh, spooky as shit! Ooh, scary looking! Ooh, fucking stupid over here, dude. Can't see. Voila! What is up, gang? What's goody? How we all doing? And 4:30, my butthole. Look at me showing up on time. Fuck out of here. You guys knew. Who did you think it was gonna be? I said, oh, I'll be here at 4 o'clock. Fuck out of here. I told you guys, I am on drug dealer time. I show up late and dirty every single time. I need a headset. I need to be able to hear. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Gotta work hella early. 4:30. Sheesh. You're a bigger man than I am. I appreciate you even showing up troubled like you always do. Appreciate all you guys that show up. Before you go, since you're here, why don't we real quickly take a ripper together? Everybody, you know what time it is. Let's open this stream up right. We haven't even been live for 2 solid minutes yet. Let's fucking kick it off right way. Let's go. Poo poo. Gee wee wees. Woo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Woo. Oh boy. Oh boy. Look at that. Oh shit, I don't think our membership counter is correct. No, it is. It's right. It's right. Oh, I didn't see that with Benson, but I will have to. I will watch it. Man, that sucks. You remember when Benson was UFC lightweight champion? You remember when he lost his belt to Showtime Pettis? I remember that fight very clearly. I can remember the Benson Henderson fight. I remember watching the fight, and I was into the UFC. Like, it was still fairly new to my life. Martial arts was, and I wasn't like super dog diggity into it. But I was aware of Benson, and I was like, okay, he's fighting this guy Showtime Pettis. And I remember it was like everybody just thought Benson was just going to retain. He's going to be he's going to smash out Pettis. And I remember when Benson got submitted, it's like it happened so easily. It seemed like Showtime just rolled up Benson, grabbed that arm, and just tapped him. It seemed like it was just so simple. I don't know. Showtime kick off the cage. Yep, that's Anthony Showtime Pettis. He's the one that did that Showtime kick. The first time that he fought Benson Henderson. Fun fact, that kick did not actually end the fight. It's just a highlight, and the fight continues on beyond that moment. It's just a really good highlight. It looks like a knockout. Benson falls down, yes, but they continue fighting. The fight's not over right there. And then the second time they fought, that was the first time they fought when the Showtime kick happened in WEC. And then the second time they fought was in the UFC for the 155-pound strap. They might have fought for the 55-pound strap in WEC as well. I'm not 100% sure. But, yeah. That was the second time they fought, and Showtime just smoked Benson. Smoked him. Third time was Karate Combat. There you go. There you go. Yep. Karate Combat's good shit. There's a lot of good shit happening in Karate Combat. They get fucking jiggy with it over there. That promotion doesn't really get the love and attention that I think it deserves. All right, let's get some shit pulled up here, gang. How we all doing? Everybody have a good Saturday? You guys have a good Saturday? I had a good Saturday. Taffy, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. That's right, you were not doing great yesterday, but I hope everybody's doing wonderful today. I had a great day today. Saturday, great workout. Today was back day. I didn't realize that this is Memorial Day weekend until today. I didn't know that. I don't keep track of dates, but 3-day weekend coming up. So we're still going to stream Monday. We're still doing our finale. It's going to make it a little bit easier. I didn't realize that my wife and son are both off on this coming Monday. So my house is going to be kind of busy, but that's okay. We're still streaming. And I'll probably get to kick off stream really, really. You know what? I'm going to make a liar out of myself if I say I'm going to kick off stream really early on Monday. I want to kick it off when I kick it off. I'll get there when I get there. But we stream on Monday. 8 pounds of potato salad. God damn. 4 pounds baked mac and cheese. Damn, you guys eat good? Ooh. I mean, I'm jealous of families that they do the mac and cheese stuff and they do like toppings and I didn't get that. I never got to do that. I want to do that. I had on New Year's Eve, my mom would make spinach dip in a bread bowl. It was fucking delicious. And she would make a crab dip with cream cheese. It's so fucking fattening and good. Oh my god. It's really no wonder that I was 300 pounds. It's no wonder that I was as fucking fat as I was. My mom's a really good cook. She makes really good food. Like, I can remember as a kid one time, I don't know why I remember this, but I can remember getting a plate of spaghetti and then I got up and I got another plate and then I sat back down, got up, got another plate. I got 6 plates of spaghetti and I remember I bragged about that for weeks. I was so proud of myself because I ate 6 plates of my mom's spaghetti. I was a fat fuck. That's all it was. I was a fat fucker. But 36 deviled egg. God damn, dude. That sounds delicious. Deviled eggs are a treat. I like them. They're tasty. I like deviled eggs. Memorial Day, this Monday, I think we're having steaks and salad. I'm going to be fat. I told you guys we're doing ab reveal in 3 weeks, so I got to make sure that I'm shredded and cut a couple pounds of water out and make sure my abs are ready for show. Anyways, I will shut the fuck up. Been yapping long enough. I just want to make sure everybody had a good Saturday. You know what? I'm not done talking. I went to the card store today. Went to the card store, found some Dragon Ball Z cards, looked them all up, and I mean, my card shop, they offered me a little deal on it. He was like, here, I'll give you everything I've got here for $60. And he was like, I haven't graded much of it. He goes, it's a lot of $1 and $2 cards. You may have some hits in there. I went through it, and I got my money's worth. I got about 55 $1 and $2 cards. But right towards the end, I hit 2 $3 cards. I found a $6 card, and I found a $27 card. So I was like, all right, fucking A. We got right around 60 cards today, and we got 3 fucking hitters. Fuck yeah, Dragon Ball Z, baby. First time ever having Dragon Ball cards. I'm fucking stoked. I'm having a really good day right now. I found those Dragon Ball cards. Them shits are hard as balls to find. I can't find them anywhere in town, so I got that. I got my Yu-Gi-Oh sleeves. Why don't we go ahead and take one more ripper, and we'll go ahead and dive on into our video. We had a blast last night. I'm ready for it tonight. Shouts out to Slop Roach. We're heading back on over to his channel again for Lulcows and Fashion Part 2. And then we're going to take a look at how Lulcows burn bridges and potentially a third video after that. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. That all being said, you guys know what time it is. Let's get one more ripper in us. Bada bing, bada boom, poot poot. Let's fucking go. And tonight, I think I went to the dispensary and they got stocked up tonight or today. Did you guys know that they make 2.5 gram disposables? Because I didn't. Oh, shit. That one might have got me. Whew. Doesn't have a puff timer? Yeah. It times out at like 9 or 10 seconds, I think. Dude, you read Junji Ito? I hope I pronounced that correctly. I like I like the collections, the Junji Ito collections. They're so good. I love his animes, dude. I haven't had a chance to read anything of him yet. I'd like to. Anyways, gang, do you guys know they make 2.5 gram of these fuckers? They make 1 gram disposables. They make 1.5 gram disposables. They make these little shits. These are 2 grams. And I found out today that they also make 2.5 grammers. I was like, they look tasty, but it was from a brand that was new to me, so I stuck with Old Reliable. Anyways. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying not to die over here. I apologize. I agree. I really like that Junji Ito. I like both of his, what do they call it? The Junji Ito collection, and then what, like the Stories of the Macabre or something like that. They're really good. The Junji Ito animes, those were one of the few animes that I started and I just ran it all the way through. I watched every single one. They were so good. Right now I'm bouncing around. I'm right at the beginning of Dragon Ball. Like 6 episodes into Digimon. I'm just trying to give it a shot. I tried Demon Slayer. Really liked how that opens. I really like that. Kind of grabbed me. I really like B. Is it B or 13? B. It's about a serial killer. I really like that one on Netflix. I'm just trying to expand my horizons, be open-minded, and try out different shit. And I mean, I know anime has a massive fan base behind it. I know people out there love that shit. Its fan base is strong. And I figured they're out there and they're strong for a reason, right? So I figured, expand my horizons, check it out. Let's see what all the hype is about. And some of it, I'll be honest, some of it is not for me. Some of the imaginative stories they don't catch my attention. But the serial killery ones, the horror ones, the scary ones, I like those. They do it for me. All right, gang. Enough talking. I've yapped way too fucking long. Like I said, we are going to head on over to Slop Roach's channel. Shouts out to him. Go check him out. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're going to kick off Lulcows and Fashion Part 2. We watched Part 1 last night. Let's get into it. Gang, here we go.
Hey, guys.
And judging by the thumbnail, it looks like we're going to see Cobus make an appearance. Look at that. Look at Tofia. Holy shit, look at those shoes.
Guys, welcome to week 2 of Lulcow Fashion. I know this came out a few weeks after the first Lulcow Fashion week, but who cares? I'm back with another batch of cows for us to go over and...
I have not seen or heard of Monster yet, but I will look that up. And I haven't looked at Hunter x Hunter. I've seen it. It's very popular, but I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't tried it. I don't know. But if you guys are recommending it, I will at the very least give it a couple episodes to check them out. I figure if I watch each anime, if I watch like 2 to 3 episodes, that gives it a fair chance. Like, okay, is it going to grab my attention? Is it not? And I usually know by like 2 or 3 episodes in. So yeah, I'll check out Monster, Hunter x Hunter, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. I'll check in on those 3. I'll check those 3. Let me make a note of that. This is how I make notes. Take screenshots.
Scrutinized for their bizarre fashion choices. I really didn't expect the first video to blow up the way it did, and I wish I was...
That first video was sick, my dude. You did great work on it. We loved it.
...more thorough with it. Oh well, I can cover that...
You did great work.
...in this episode. Let's go. First off, let's get to the most requested one. Low tier god, or as he's widely called, the Prince of Polyester for his
Damn. Homeboy is looking zesty.
brand of cheap polyester clothes.
Them pants look fucking tight, dude.
Now, I'm not mocking him for wearing cheap clothing, but when you're trying to rock it like it's a modeling outfit, I don't know, it just seems kind of...
Do you guys do you guys not think that he feels like an asshole standing there wearing that stuff in front of that wall, taking that picture? And because he had to set this up. He had to have somebody like, hey, hold my camera, or he had to buy a tripod and set it up with the timer. Either way, I guarantee he had to feel like an asshole. You know, I make dumbass TikTok videos. I record myself in the gym. I try to do it when nobody's there, when nobody's around. I try to do it when it's very, very few people because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable by having my phone out recording. And so I try to be out of the way, but sometimes I do them from my car and I'll record stuff, and it never fails. If my wife is with me and I record something, the second that I press stop recording, I go, I feel like such an asshole. I say it every time, every single fucking time. If somebody's with me and I record something, I feel like such a dickhead. I don't know why. I may just look at the camera and say, hey guys, and that's it. And I feel like such a dickhead if somebody's with me. It's a strange thing. I don't know why. But point is, this guy had to have felt like an asshole, right? To wear that shit? Look at that ridiculous shirt. Look at it. The color, I mean, that shit looks like it lives on Temu, on AliExpress, Alibaba, Wish, whatever the fuck. There's a lot going on. The colors, the turtle. I mean, I like the turtle in the background. The wall's cool. The wall's cool. The dude is not. We'll leave it at that.
Weird to me. Dale is a real tryhard in general.
That shirt fucking sucks.
Dressing like an edgy
That jacket fucking sucks.
Xbox Live kid who drinks Monster Energy despite being 41 and having a child that he has overdue alimony
Homeboy's 41? Nuh-uh.
payments on. All of these outfits are for his personal clothing brand Covenant. Just like Dale, it's very try-hard, but is also milkable for laughs. Let's look at this outfit. I gotta say, it looks mostly fine, but that hat just looks frickin' weird.
That bucket's stupid, for sure.
It barely fits the shirt and pants, and I don't think it could fit in any other outfit. It just looks like a bucket that would cover your eyes. I feel like these outfits are way too flashy for everyday use.
How did he match the background? Was that by accident? Was it like, all right, gang, we're going to put on this green t-shirt, these green sneakers. We're going to head on out the streets. We're going to find us a window with some green LEDs in it. We're going to light that bitch up. Or was this pre-planned? Either way, you had to feel like an asshole about it, right? Because again, I feel like such a dickhead when I record my videos. Oh my God. The worst videos I feel like I make, like when I make these YouTube videos, I'd come in here, I'd lock up in my room, and I get all my stuff set out, get set up, and I do it. And when I get done, it's like I'm done working almost. Like a weight is lifted off my shoulders. I'm like, okay, cool, that's over with. I can edit this now, and I can throw it up on the internet. All good. But when I do the TikTok stuff, I feel like such a dickhead. Every single time, every single video I've ever recorded and posted, I feel like a dickhead for. I don't know why. Even the ones where I'm just working out, I feel like a dickhead. That's how I don't understand how people like this, they're just living with it. They're just good with it. Oh, God. I don't know. Maybe that's, what's it called? Shame. Maybe that's shame. I don't know.
This one in particular only looks like it could fit on this very place with this specific lighting.
Right?
You would otherwise stick out like a neon green polyester alien. There's also the Freddy Krueger fit. It looks like more effort is put into taking these pictures than into making sure
that shit looks like the worst.
The merch is quality. I don't know, man. This just looks...
Dude, that shirt... Why does it look sweaty?
It's extra cheap. Okay.
It looks wet.
Okay, now let's look at this compilation that I found on the subreddit. Okay, you have hand sanitizer to start. Huh.
I see those fucking people on TikTok. They do this. I fucking hate that hand gesture. Oh my god, I could fucking break that goddamn finger. I fucking hate that gesture when they do that. Or this. The food TikTokers, the ones they eat and they go, I fucking hate that finger. Fucking hate that finger.
I thought that was Luke for a second. Then you have the Covenant mask, where the circle is very misfortunately placed. As one commenter says, it looks like a glory hole.
Took me a second to notice that.
And then you have Convenant. It looks like the first N was scratched out when he realized it was a typo.
Brother.
And then you have...
He didn't make that shirt.
Realized it was a typo. And then you...
My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ. What do we got going on right here? Because this, I feel like, has a very specific look to it. I feel like that shirt just says a lot. That shirt says a lot. Says it all itself.
You have... Can I even put this on YouTube? Will YouTube demonetize this?
Brother, I fucking hope not.
Man, thank you guys for pointing me in this direction. It's been fun roasting this guy for his Temu
What the fuck, you dork. Ugh. You look like the worst. You are way too fucking old to be dressing like that. Like, come on. Those sneakers, those jeans, that wet tee. Why does it look wet? Why does that cheap Temu shit always look like it's wet? It's gross.
to your clothing brand. Speaking of Temu, we'll move on to Tofiachu next, or as I like to call her, the princess of polyester. Maybe these two are perfect for each other. Could you
God damn, dude, look at Toph. Sheesh.
imagine if they got together and had...
Imagine you wake up in the middle of the night, your sleep paralysis demon, it's that Tofia right there. She's just saying, hey, these people, they want to tell me what to do. They can't fucking tell me what to do. They need to fucking get a job. They don't fucking know me. Ugh. That was a horrible Tofia impression. I apologize.
kids. Tofiachu is currently homeless and is unable to visit her mother because apparently she can't afford a bus ticket. However, she still has enough to shop for plenty of crap on Temu and other sites. She actually donated...
Do they still make affliction shirts? I thought that was just like 2013. I didn't know them shits made it out this far. I didn't know those things are still around. Holy shit.
blood so she could have enough money for a Hello Kitty merch haul. Really shows you her priorities. Anyways, Tofia gets all of her clothing off of Temu. It's all very cheaply made, and she models it due to her delusion of how she's some kind of big name influencer who's an ambassador for a clothing brand. She always claims she has sent these products. I love this one comment. You can literally hear the polyester. Yeah, they're all made with this material. A lot of the shirts she gets tend to be these very specific designs and logos. To me, it just seems like she went on a haul in a thrift shop and picked up tacky shirts that nobody else wants to buy. You know it's bad when hardcore thrifters wouldn't even pick this shit up. She wears a ton of jewelry and it's all fake, like the extra cheap kind of fake. Tofia will always complain about how whenever she gets rings, then they always fade and turn her finger green.
No shit.
She probably got a copper ring and wore it down by all her sweating. Come on, Toph, you couldn't have at least gotten a stainless steel one? Oh, and her new nose ring is fake too. Next up is Chris Chan again. I know I covered him in my first video, but he has so many different outfits and elements to his style that I'd like to add just a few more thoughts. Specifically, I'd like to talk about Chris's obsession with using paint for his clothes and body. Chris Chan obviously is a CPU blue heart and his son is Sonichu, so he loves to represent the yellow and the blue. Nowadays, he just wears yellow and blue shoes, but back then...
Look at that. Oh! Fuck. I ran across... I didn't have a chance to... I was fucking on the move today, but I crossed paths with my Chris Chan lookalike here in town. It's been a minute since I've seen him. I know I mentioned it to you guys before. I mentioned to him, trying to talk to him and just be like, Chris Chan? I saw him today. It was the first time I've seen him in a little bit, but he's there at Walmart. He was working today. He was doing his thing. That hair was flowing, and that shit is blue. That shit is blue. It's not like bright blue, but you can tell it's so much like Chris Chan. Like it almost, he's got to fucking know who Chris is, right? And if he doesn't, how do you tell someone like, hey, you look exactly like this dude that raped his mother? You look exactly like this person's twin. How do you tell someone that? Oh. Okay, all good.
He would spray paint them.
Ew.
Well, this looks like crap. And here he is spray painting them. Oh god, it's getting into the shoes. Well, at least he remembered to remove the shoelaces first, though that may have been for naught because the paint is still bleeding into the laces. He would end up selling these to Jacob Sockness in 2020.
That's that weird motherfucker.
Now, you might be wondering how else Chris utilizes paint into his fashion. Well, he paints himself. Here is one of him with red war paint. This is supposed to be him repping his native Cherokee background he once believed to have. There's also this clip of him painting his entire torso blue to look like Sonic with some fake ears and face paint. I love how he keeps having to adjust that one Sonic ear because it keeps falling over. There's also that one time he did a song for Jackie where she asked him to dress like Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z, and the result was... a blackface. Am I even allowed to show this on YouTube? I guess time will tell. While we're at it, I'd like to...
Hey, there's a face we haven't seen in a hot minute. Fun fact, for those of you that haven't been around forever, I have a small series called The Love Saga on my channel where I go over Linda Benda's channel and I watch all of her interactions with Jupiter. And they are as awful as you would imagine that they are. They are atrocious.
Touch upon Jupiter the Hybrid briefly. Now, Jupiter claims to be this weird half-werewolf, half-vampire hybrid or something like that, and even has avatars of him as such. However, in almost every single video of his, he's shirtless. Why? I think I've seen like 3 videos of him total where he's worn something. I mean, maybe I could understand it if he had a whole lot of body hair, then he could really rock the whole werewolf.
That image right there, if you're just like, this is just an average everyday Subaru driver that has a little bit of hair on her chest, you'd be like, yeah, dude, that's a Subaru driver for sure. Yeah, 100%. That you wouldn't believe that that's a dude. No way. No way. Jupiter is one that I was like, that's a guy? That's a predator? That thing is a fucking predator? Crazy.
Thing. However, he only seems to...
I appreciate you, Taffy. I appreciate that.
...to be able to grow out a beard, which isn't even bushy enough. He should probably lean into the whole vampire thing and rock some goth clothes like King Cobra JFS. This guy's a poser. Let's talk about another weirdo who has delusions of being an immortal Satan worshipper who said he was going to die like 3 weeks ago or something.
Who in the fuck is this?
Styx Hexenhammer. Now he's on the run because of a domestic violence charge. Anyways, Tarl has had quite a fashion rotation over many years on YouTube. First, he would wear a jacket that was completely open with no shirt underneath. I don't know about this. It looks
Leather jacket, shirtless underneath. That's a strange choice to make. I feel like that's the kind of wardrobe that you're gonna see in like a gay porn movie. Like the dudes are like bikers and they have like the leather hat, the assless chaps on. And you guys know the fucking get up. That's the kind of choice I feel like he's making here with shirtless with leather jacket. That's the vibe I get. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but that's the vibe I get from it.
like something you would wear
That jacket definitely says he sucks dick. I'm just saying. Just saying.
at a gay bar, and we all know Styx doesn't swing that way. The only way
The jacket says he does.
he swings is with his fists against helpless women. Even if he was gay, I think this outfit wouldn't work because he doesn't have enough muscle or chest hair to show off.
That's because he's a bottom, and that's not to be confused with a power bottom. They are different.
It's looking pretty bare. I don't know, what do the gay guys in my audience think? One common meme with him is that he'd wear a bathrobe while sipping coffee with a spoon in it, and the spoon would often clank on the side of the mug. I miss it when he was known for drinking this instead of copious amounts of alcohol. This sort of aesthetic honestly looks quite cozy and has a good wake up in the morning vibe to it.
I don't know, dude. It makes me wonder, like, is Homeboy wearing underwear? Like, makes me very nervous. Makes me very nervous him sitting there in that robe like that. Like, knowing that he likes to wear leather jackets without a shirt underneath makes me very uneasy about what he's hiding underneath that robe right there.
Styx would also wear
Even more suspicious about what he's hiding underneath this weirdly patterned Hawaiian t-shirt. That is the ugliest Hawaiian t-shirt I've ever seen in my life.
Hawaiian shirts, which are honestly my favorite look. It's presentable enough where he could wear it in public and not stick
It's presentable, but it is butt ugly.
out too much, but also casual enough where the long hair gives him a chilled out hippie look. Then he started dressing like a
Cobes? Started dressing like Cobes? Yes, we see that.
pirate. I don't know exactly when this
Butt pirate.
started, but the meaning behind it is cringe.
This man has a... Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. Does he really? Does he really have a child? That's right. Roach said that at the beginning. He's got unpaid alimony. Oh my god. Or child support. No fucking way. No, not Cobes, not Cobes. This fucking guy. Styx Hexenhammer. That's insane. Wow, dude. When you have kids, I have my ridiculous hobbies. Yes, I collect Pokemon cards and One Piece cards, all that other dumb bullshit, and my pocket knives. And I like playing video games. But those are my side hobbies. Like, those are the things I do in my spare time. You gotta be dad, number one. I gotta be dad. I gotta be a husband. I gotta be a son. I gotta run jobs. I gotta be about my physical fitness. There's a lot of other priorities in my life that take more precedence over my hobbies. I enjoy my hobbies, but those are for spare time. Those are for spare money. That's not that's not my main goals and objective in life is to go chase all these different Pokemon cards. That's what I like to do for fun. As it should be. It's a fucking hobby. Dog, when you got kids, you have to grow up. It is just that simple. You have to grow up. When you have children, you're done fucking around. You've had your fun, and there's a teeny tiny little life that's going to depend on you and need you, and is going to need you to teach them stuff and buy them things and get them things and care for them and provide for them, and that's your job. You can't be out fiddle fucking around doing whatever Styx is doing here.
Styx
Literally, a human life depends on you.
has Peter Pan syndrome. He seems to hate the idea of growing up and instead wants to pretend to be a pirate. It's one thing to be young at
But pirate.
heart,
Said that joke already.
but you have to remember that this guy has a kid in the
Very good, Taffy. Very responsible. Very responsible of you. That's how you handle business.
Netherlands he abandoned. It's wild to see how much his life spiraled. He even got arrested in this pirate costume of his. Let's talk about the absolute unit himself, Drakenlord. Reiner is a big
This is someone I don't think we've ever taken a look at here on my channel. Mentioned him a few times. I'm aware of Drakenlord. I'm aware of the great vestige, the great journey, the great hotch that many people have taken part in. I'm very well aware of all that stuff. Maybe we should take a look at him.
metalhead, and all of his fashion follows suit. He's often seen donning an iconic metal band shirt with what looks to be black cargo pants. There's also this iconic trench coat that he'll wear whenever he's playing around with swords or doing other general neckbeard things.
Wow. Amazing. This dude recorded himself playing with swords while wearing a Columbine shooter trench coat out in the woods and then gave it to us here on the internet. Fucking incredible. The world we live in. We really do live in the greatest time. The fucking greatest time to be alive. Greatest time to be alive.
It really completes that kind of look. His most famous metal band shirt is the Slipknot shirt, which barely fits him anymore as his gut sticks out, and it also has a noticeable hole in it.
Homeboy's pushing what, 360? He's a big fella there.
He would actually wear it
Oh yeah. Oh fuck yeah. He's at least 365, maybe 380.
to court during his trial, where the bottom of his gut
He's not quite 400, but he's three and a half bills. 3.5 bills. 360. I'm gonna say 360.
was hanging out in all of its glory. Now, his fashion has remained relatively consistent over the years, but what hasn't is his hair. Damn, he has had a lot of different styles. Here's a quick guide to his hair evolution over the years that I found. In almost every case, it's filthy and unkempt.
Wow. Dude's a what's the lizard? Oh god, the fucking lizard that blends in. Gecko? Chameleon. He's chameleon? Is it chameleon? It's chameleon. Dude just blends in with his background. God, I hope I got that right.
I'm just gonna do a lightning.
Ooh, god, people were asking where you were. They were asking where you were at the beginning of the stream. You're like 37 minutes and 56 seconds late. I don't know where the fuck you been. I don't know where you been. You've been slacking. I don't know what the fuck.
Round of all of these different hairstyles. This one probably looks
Looking like a McDonald's manager right there. Working his way on, assistant manager, working his way up to manager.
the most normal without straying too much from his
Started as a fry cook though. Worked his way up.
iconic appearance.
Real salt of the earth type of guy.
This man bun looks matted, and the shaved sides really emphasize it. He looks like a weird troll from World of Warcraft in this one. It kinda looks like he took care of his hair a little bit, but then gave up halfway. This is the cleanest I've ever seen his hair. He looks like a neo-Nazi. This is the iconic look I always think of when I picture Dragonlord. I like this look. He looks like a ginger under that sunlight.
He does. He does look like a ginger under that sun. He looks like almost like a ginger lumberjack, but wearing a sweater and is standing in front of a field of freshly cropped corn. That's what it looks like to me.
I like this one too, but for
Looking galactic.
different reasons. Really,
Because the hair looks like the galactic nebula gas.
lets you know he's an eccentric
Gas nebula.
person. He looks like the Wendy's logo. I didn't know he dyed his hair black. He actually looks quite different here. I really have to wonder how he'd look in a shorter mohawk with this one. This iconic look. I always think of the self-doxing video with this one. He looks like neckbeard Princess Leia with this one. This is probably my favorite one. No other.
Brother. My brother in Christ, what the fuck did you do to your barber? What did you do to that man? Because clearly he's fucking pissed at you.
Their comment. Finally, we get to the gothic wizard himself.
Hey, there he is.
King Cobra JFS. What I find so fascinating about Josh's style is he makes a lot of the same decisions other lolcows make, but it somehow works. For example, he wears a ton of accessories like Chris Chan does, but it all follows the same theme.
It does, it definitely does.
Seeing old pictures without all the hats and necklaces and doodads honestly make him look bare. He also dresses like a metalhead like Drakenlord, but his iconic Ozzy Osbourne shirt has no noticeable holes in it.
Nope, and that fucking stinking rank ass hat, you can see the sweat and whatever the fuck else built up in it.
He also has a similar hat and overall vibe to Styx, but at least he prefers beating off to women instead of beating women. Cobes has had many different pieces to his iconic look. Obviously, I talked about the Ozzy Osbourne shirt. Ozzy was his favorite artist. It doesn't look ripped, but it's very obviously faded over the years from how much he's worn it. I gotta say, I totally relate to this one as I have an images and words shirt that I've worn so many times that it's become faded over the years. Over the years, Josh's long hair became more withered and his hairline receded. Unlike Cyraxx, Josh made the right decision with the
Ew, that Sprite chill bullshit. Ew, it's so ass. Ew. My mom buys that shit. I don't know. My mom buys the weirdest fucking drinks. Sometimes she'll come home from the grocery store and fucking blackberry Dr. Pepper. She's brought home cranberry vanilla Sprite. Cherry 7-Up, that's fire. That shit, that's cherry 7-Up is good shit. Strawberries and cream Coke. Like, what the fuck, mom? Fucking weird shit.
hat cope. However, not
You drink that blackberry shit? Not for me, big dog. Not for me.
just any hat will do. He has a hat that really fits the gothic look without being too eccentric.
It does, dude. That hat kind of defines him. Like, I can't really picture Cobes unless I picture that hat. That's just the mental image I get of him.
He also rocked a bandana pretty well before this. He has a green bomber jacket he'll wear over his metal shirt. What I really like about this jacket is it matches the color of the guitar he plays. Now this spiked dog collar is a bit of a weird one. The belt latch here stands out like a sore thumb, but at least prevents it from looking too BDSM-like. And of course, he completes it with black jeans and work boots. Now this is all part of Josh's iconic look. However, once in a while he'll wear something that's different, like the beat off to woman shirt I showed. One of my favorites is his Nightmare Before Christmas pants. His fashion wasn't perfect though. He wore black nail polish that was always poorly done and looking incomplete, and he would also wear eyeliner that would draw attention to his lazy eye. Honestly though, overall, I think Cobra took home the gold medal when it came to lolcow fashion, even mogging Daniel Larson. What do you—
Let's give him a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in full agreement with Roach here. Cobes is best dressed 2026, absolutely. He takes the cake. He smoked Larson, Cyraxx, Chris Chan, Drakenlord, all the other cows that we've seen. Cobes smokes him. We need a ripper for him. Absolutely, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Let's finish this up. There's 8 seconds left. We'll catch our ripper.
you guys think? Thanks for making it to the end of this video. Subscribe for more lolcow content, because that's what—
We will, big bro. We will. In fact,
when you think of—
boom. All right. So for that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a ripper for Cobes. Cobes is the winner. He definitely is. Excuse me. God damn, it's still sunny out. He is definitely the best dressed of the cows. Of all the cows that we saw last night, tonight, yeah, he earned that spot. Shouts out to Cobes. Gone, but not forgotten. Ladies and gentlemen, let's catch that ripper for Cobes. Let's get it. Got that Dream Tower Clock House. Hope so. We wish him well. We wish him well on his journey on the other side. All right, gang. Woo! That was a good. Woo! That was a good ripper. Oh, I don't know why that reminded me. There's a card today at the card store. It was a Jolly D. Roger or a Goldie Roger card. It was beautiful. It's a one-piece card. I know. I'm fucking nerd out real quick. It's a beautiful card, and the shop has it set at $50. It's I take that back. I take that back. I'm regarded. I'm regarded. That card was $20. I excuse me. There was a Monkey D. Luffy card. It's $50. It's beautiful. I looked at multiple cards today. The Luffy card is $50. It's gorgeous. I want it. And I was like, you know what? This card's been here for a couple weeks now. If when I get through, I've kind of got a special job I'm doing this coming Friday. It's gonna take me a couple days this week to prep it. And whatever. When I get done with it, though, I'm gonna treat myself when I get all done with that job Friday because I'm doing something I don't normally do. I don't normally like being underneath people's houses. That's not normally a lot of what I do. Sometimes it's involved, but I'm doing a special thing for a customer, so whatever. It is what it is. But when I get done, I figure we'll get all done. We'll get wrapped up. And if the card's still there, I'm saying card, CARD. If that card's still there, I'm gonna go pick it up. If that means that the card was that it was meant to be mine. If it's still there, this is fucking dumb. Why am I telling you guys this? I'm sorry. What the fuck am I talking about? Talking about the cards that I'm planning on buying. Jesus Christ. Let's check out Lulcows and Friendships, how lulcows burn bridges. Gang, here we go. Let's just jump on into it. I will shut up. I'm sorry.
When you think of lolcows, you might be tempted to feel bad for them. They often don't have friends or substantial support groups to keep them from spiraling. In a few of these cases, sympathy towards them is justified. For example, Josh Block is constantly surrounded by people who egg on his alcoholism and crappy behavior. However, in many cases, lolcows actually do have friends at one point or the other, and these people try to help them with their predicaments. However, due to how toxic lolcows tend to be, they almost always drive away these friends with their toxicity, despite many of these friends willing to lie down in traffic for them. Today I will be going over such cases and seeing how they manage to burn down so many bridges that it leaves them all alone. Let's go. We'll start with a big one, both literally and metaphorically, Wings of Redemption. Jordy hit it big in the early 2010s and managed to involve himself in the Call of Duty commentary community early. He did have some conflicts, such as when he feuded with Keemstar, but to be honest, Keemstar and his Federation of Asshole Gamers started it by antagonizing him first. More notably, Wings of Redemption befriended Woody's gamertag and FPS Kyle in 2010. The three started a podcast together that still goes on today, Painkiller Already, or PKA for short. Wings of Redemption would be the member who would always tell very embarrassing stories about himself and
You guys remember that FPS Russian guy? You guys remember him? Kyle something. That whole story, the whole conspiracy theories around him and his YouTube partner or business partner, whatever, being murdered. That shit was crazy. I remember FPS Russia. I remember the first time he saw his videos. I was like, holy shit, this Russian dude with all these cool weapons. They were the coolest fucking videos. If you were fucking 19 years old on YouTube at the time, fuck yeah, that dude was fucking awesome. That's what every red-blooded 19-year-old American boy wanted to be when they grew up. They wanted to be fucking FPS Russian. That's what we wanted to do. We want to play with flamethrowers and AA-12s and RPGs in our backyards. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to be that guy. It's crazy that Wings is even connected to him at all. It just just brought up that memory of FPS Russia. That guy's out. They still have that podcast. I think it's a PKA the Painkiller Already podcast, if I'm not mistaken. They still yap and do all sorts of shit. Mac 10, Mac 11. Yeah. He had some really cool videos. He had some really cool weapons. I was real jelly. I think, yep. Let's see if I can. No, I'll figure it out. Anyways, MP5K. I like that. Yeah, MP5K. He had access to some really cool shit. Some really cool shit. That was a really fun channel to watch before everything happened. Really liked FPS Russian.
A lot of detail, such as the time where his grandma helped him with constipation.
Get on the toilet and a saline animal like stimulates the muscles to actually make it come out. So I do it, it goes, and then that little piece, probably about this big, hits it and turns like that, and it spreads my butthole wide open. I fall off the toilet and I hit my head onto the wall, and I call out for my grandma. I'm like, you might have to take me to the hospital. But what we ended up doing is she ended up sticking her finger up my butt and mashing the turd up.
I hope that's a story. I hope that's just a story, because if that's true, God, I hope that's a story. Oh my fucking God, I hope that's borderline Chris Chan shit, big dog. Having grandma finger fuck. Whatever.
All seemed well until they hosted Syndicate, a hardcore Call of Duty Zombies player. Now, Syndicate had a very different playstyle from Wings, which caused some disagreements between the two. However, for whatever reason, Jordy took this a step further and continued berating Syndicate. He could have at least respectfully disagreed, but instead, Jordy would provoke him to the point where Syndicate would agree to 1v1ing him under Jordy's terms. Long story short, Syndicate would win and Jordy would come out with egg on his face. Rather than admitting he was an idiot though, Jordy would turn the blame on Woody for streaming the match even though they agreed to do it beforehand.
Yeah, we've all been there, man.
You.
Me?
Fuck! Why the f you stream that shit?
It was your idea.
Woody has the patience of a saint here. He would often defend Jordy's character by saying that his emotional outbursts were just fleeting moments, insisting that it didn't bother him. A few years after this incident, the PKA boys were discussing a hypothetical scenario where Kyle would set up a boot camp for Jordy with the purpose of him losing a whole bunch of weight. It was meant to be a joke at the time, but Jordy would later press Kyle and talk him into it.
Be careful of those 4 locos. Nah, I can tell you some stories.
Kyle would then agree to it and created a big program for Wings, buying a whole bunch of low-calorie food, setting up all the workout equipment, and would even renovate his entire washroom for Jordy.
I was washing my hair and I bumped my elbow on the shower wall and I was like, God, the shower is a little narrow. And then it occurred to me, Wings of Redemption could not fit into my shower. And if he was going to live with me, we would have to put in a new shower. So construction began the next day.
Kyle had gone through hell to do all of this for Wings, and it would continue getting more difficult for him as living with Jordy was hard. Jordy would actually want to quit early on, but once again, Kyle stepped up and would motivate Jordy to hang on. He would complete it and actually lose weight. However, years later, when Wings was reflecting on this, he would actually be quite ungrateful to Kyle.
Kyle didn't do shit. Kyle did not teach me anything about working out. All Kyle did was hold a camera and do some video editing. He basically put together obstacle courses and just got me to work out.
Sounds like he opened his home to you, remodeled his bathroom, and tried to make you a healthier, happier, better human being. Sounds like that's what he tried to do.
Most of my working out I did by myself.
You don't know what the fuck to do. You don't know what to do because you can work out 10 ways to Sunday, and if you're not doing the right things, you will get nowhere. Yeah, at your size right now, just doing activity, you'll lose weight because you're so fucking morbidly obese. Just doing stuff is going to make you lose weight. Yes, That's easy. Yes, that full agreement. But when you get down to a more manageable weight and you want to start toning up and putting muscle on your body, you don't know what the fuck to do, because it's not just do push-ups till you can't do them anymore. You have to do the right amount. Your body wants the right amount to grow. If it's going to grow, if it's going to build new muscle fibers, if it's going to get stronger, it's not just 1,000 push-ups. Yeah, that's cool if you can do that. That's a lot. It's impressive, but that's not how you grow. There's very specific regimens and protocols that you can follow, workout routines. The smaller you get, the more in shape you get, the harder it's going to be, because you're trying to tighten these things up and get to be the best that you can be. For now, like you said, you're working out all by yourself. Maybe you are, because yeah, it probably does work at that size. Super duper easy to for that weight to fall off. All you got to do is do a couple of fucked up jumping jacks and you'll burn enough calories to drop 3 pounds. Anybody can do that when you're that big. But when you start dropping that weight, if you don't build a base and you don't set yourself up with the proper muscle and the proper framework for your skin to sit on, you're going to be left with flabs of fat. You're going to be left with flabs for tits, flabs on the side, on your sides of your obliques. You're gonna be left with flabs under here. Yeah, I know. Flex my muscle. What's up, baby? Yeah, get it. Yeah. You're not gonna be left with that. You're gonna be left with skin that just falls way down here and makes you look like a flying squirrel. That's what Kyle was doing for you. You ungrateful fuck.
On the elliptical.
You clearly do not know what the fuck you are doing. Look at you. If you knew what you were doing, if you knew what you were talking about, you'd have a 6-pack. No? No? Argue otherwise? No? You fat fuck?
Walking in the mornings. For the most part, what Kyle gave me on FBS boot camp was a support structure. That's what Kyle gave me.
Now you might be
Okay, that's a lot. That's not nothing. Clearly nobody else was doing it for you. Nobody else was putting in the effort for you. Nobody else thought, hey, this guy's worth my time and my effort and me trying to motivate him to get him to do things. Because when you're that big, it can be hard to motivate. When somebody's ready to quit, it can be hard to try to motivate them and get them to flip it around. That can be really hard to do when they just have it in their mind that I'm done. I can't do this. There's nothing that fucking irritates me, gets under my skin, is when my son says I can't do something. Oh, it almost fucking pisses me off. I'm like, don't ever say you can't. You say you're struggling with it, or I can't figure this out, because I will help you. Because it's okay to be stuck. If you were stuck and you needed help, that just means you were stuck and needed a little help. That's not a big deal. But to just say, I can't, fuck that mentality. That mentality is for quitters and for fucking victims. Absolutely not. No. There are things in the world that I probably can't do, but I'll be goddamned if I don't give it hell trying. I will at the very least put in my effort and try to do whatever the activity is. You cannot just decide, I can't do this. No. You keep acting like that, somebody's going to come along, they're going to fuck that pussy on your face. You keep acting like that. That's what's going to happen. With that mentality, that's what happens. That's the result. Ladies and gentlemen, real quick, let's take a ripper. Let's take a ripper. Gained all the weight, he lost from surgery, never got... See, that's ridiculous. Get surgery, go through all that, and lose the weight just to put it back on. Okay, side story. My mom had gastrointestinal surgery in the early days of when it was like the early days of when a lap band was popular in like 2005, 2008. Gastric bypass was very popular surgery. There's a very popular doctor in Southern California that did it, and he did my mom's surgery. And she lost like 130 or 140 pounds with it, and she kept her weight off for the rest of her life. She's, what? This is 2026. So she's 76, and she's kept that weight off like half her life now since she was in her 50s, I believe. Uh, yeah, in her 50s, because that would have been about 20, yeah, mid 50s, about 2005, 2004, 2003 ish, somewhere around there. And at the same time that my point is, my mom had her surgery, and multiple ladies that she worked with had that same surgery. And one of those ladies dropped weight right alongside my mom. They were like, my mom would lose a few pounds, her friend would lose a few. And they just went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And at a certain point, they hit plateaus. And over the next few years, my mom's friend, she put the weight all back on. She is now currently the same size that she used to be before her surgery. So, I mean, she's pushing 300 pounds again. And she's in her 70s now. Like, that's hard. That's really fucking hard on your body to lose all that, to gain all the weight in the first place, lose it through the means as drastic as surgery. That's really fucking hard on you. But you go through all that, lose all that weight, put your body through all those hormonal changes, and then you turn around and eat like a piglet and put it all back on. Yep, my mom's friend put all her weight back on. One of the other ladies that got her surgery put like half of her weight back on. She lost maybe 100-ish pounds after her surgery, put a good chunk back on. Not all of it, but she put a lot of it back on. My mom, as far as I know, is the only one in her little friend group that kept her weight off after losing it, as far as I know. It seems foolish to do that. Food addiction is serious, yeah. Like, it sounds stupid, but it's a thing. When you're sitting there and you got a delicious plate of whatever in front of you, it can be hard to like, oh, I'm full, but this is so good. That's how I view things. I'm like, I don't care. It tastes really good. I'm gonna keep eating. It makes me feel good. I'm gonna eat it. It's like I eat the way I do drugs. I'm like, oh, crystal meth makes me feel awesome. Cool. I'm gonna keep doing that. I'm gonna do a bunch more of that. Let's keep crushing that up and backloading it into my rig, and let's keep doing that. And that's how I eat. Like, give me a basket with a dozen cookies and I eat 2. They're delicious. I'm going to eat 8 more.
He eats the whole box. I get 2.
That's what I said. I said out of 12, I ate 2, and then I come back and eat 8 more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Being honest.
Yeah. See, you get 2. But, like, I eat the way I do drugs. And I don't know. I guess not everybody is up for putting a needle in their arm filled with heroin or crystal meth. But Little Debbie's, that's a great replacement. I mean, ho-hos are delicious, dude. Ding-dongs, those things are fucking good. Twinkies, they're fucking good. I don't care what anybody says. Gas station food is delicious. Zigzags, ding-dongs, ho-hos, donuts, the little donuts, donut holes, all that greasy, baked, sugary bullshit. It's good. Makes you feel good. It's so bad for you. It's so bad for you, and there's some people that they can't say no to it. They can't. And I have a really hard time with moderation. I cannot. I struggle if I stick to my diet and I hold strong for 25 days straight, and then on the 26th day, it's like, hey, let's go get a plate of Chinese food, and we'll split it, and that'll be my treat for the day. But we'll do that, and then I'll get cookies, and then I'll eat donuts, and then I'll eat Pop-Tarts, and I'll eat fucking 8 puddings, and I'll eat ice cream, and I can't fuck. It's like once I start, I cannot fucking help myself.
And then sometimes he eats so much he throws up.
Fucking tell him I have an eating disorder. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Food addiction can be serious. Clearly, I don't have a healthy relationship with food. That, like, I can't eat just a little bit. I either am balls to the wall or nothing. I can't eat just two. I wish I could. I wish I could just have a cheeseburger and fries and a drink and call it good. But if I eat that stuff, I'm going to want so much more and I won't tell myself no. It's the exact same as if I buy a gram of crystal meth and I inject a point two of it, I'm gonna do the rest of it and go get an 8 ball and start putting in work. That's what I'm gonna do. I cannot help myself. There's something in me that if I get a taste, I'm gonna take the whole cake every single time. It's just what I am. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes I would eat and eat and eat until my stomach just it would hurt and I'm like, but they're so good. But those cookies are so good. So eat some more. And there's times I'll do that and be like, okay, well, I guess it means I have to run like 7 miles tomorrow. And then I got to do this workout and this workout. And then I got to lift weights too. And I'll do that and I'll burn everything off and my weight will stay perfect. I'm like, okay, cool. And that's not normal. Like, okay, cool. So you beat the calories. What I had to do to beat those calories though is fucking ridiculous. It's like you had to work out for 4.5 hours because you ate like a piglet for 35 minutes. You're like, yeah, but I beat the calories. Like they didn't put the weight on. It didn't make me fatter. I still have abs. I look good. Yeah, but the point is you did something absolutely ridiculous, wasting hours of your time to work out, to beat all these calories for the 30 minutes that you were eating for. It's just like drugs. Like you spend all this money to get high for a couple of minutes, for a couple of hours. And that money could have gone to so many other things. Just smash boxes of Pop-Tarts. Yeah. Yep. Cupcakes, buttercream. Buttercream is delicious. Yep. I like the cinnamon Pop-Tarts. I like chocolate chip cookie Pop-Tarts. I like the cherry Pop-Tarts. Those are delicious. Sometimes I like the blueberry Pop-Tarts. I like most Pop-Tarts. My wife likes the ones with marshmallow and chocolate in them. She likes those. S'mores. She likes the s'mores ones. And if I open a pack of those, or if I open a box, I'll eat 2 Pop-Tarts and then eat 2 more Pop-Tarts and then eat 2 more Pop-Tarts. And you want to know what fat fucking activities I do? You want to know what fat things that I do, guys? You want to know what fat shit activities I get up to at times? I will get 3 cups of vanilla pudding, open 2 of them because when they come in the package, 2 of them are connected, 2 cups are connected. So I set 2 cups down, take the lids off of them. I open my Pop-Tart. I take a bite out of the Pop-Tart because, believe it or not, a whole Pop-Tart won't fit into a cup of pudding. But if you take a bite out of it, and then it makes the Pop-Tart shaped like, it's got that little corner missing here. So this edge will fit into your cup of pudding. You dip it down in there and take a bite. Motherfucker, it is so fucking good. Ooh, it makes me feel fat. Oh, it makes me feel so fat. But oh my God, I am telling you guys, it's good. I promise you, it is so good. Crack that. I promise you it's bomb. Vanilla pudding with chocolate chip Pop-Tarts or the cinnamon Pop-Tarts. So good. So fucking good. Promise you guys, vanilla pudding. I eat that shit on the daily. That's part of my diet. Even when we were prepping for a fight, pudding was part of my daily diet. It was a bag of rice in the first half of the day, and then 4 cups of pudding for my evening meal. I take 3 cups of vanilla, and then I take 1 cup of chocolate, and I spread that 1 cup of chocolate amongst the 3 cups of vanilla, mix it all together. Bang boom! I'm a very happy fella. It's so good, so fucking good. It makes me sound like a pussy, but like the older I get, the more spicy food fucks my stomach up and hurts and gives me heartburn. So pudding doesn't tear me up, and I can eat it without worrying about heartburn or waking up in the middle of the night, and I know I'm all good. So I know, like an old man. Anyways, let's catch that ripper I told you guys we were going to get. So let's get it and get back to work. Poop poop. Blueberry bagel with maple syrup and cream cheese. That I could do. No, thank you on the bacon. Everything else, I could try that. That sounds good. All right, gang, let's get back to work.
Be thinking, wow, Woody and Kyle are great friends. They put up with so much of Jordy's bullshit. I would never want to lose them as friends. Well, I agree. Too bad Wings saw differently, though. In 2014, Wings would agree to an outdoor survival trip with the boys. Sounds like fun, right? Well, at the very last second, Wings would bail. He couldn't even be damned to give them this one thing after everything they gave to him. This would basically be the last straw for Woody and Kyle, especially after Woody caught Wings donating to a streamer who is harassing both him and his daughter. To this day, I still think of how Wings managed to fumble 2 S-tier friends and chose to embrace lolcowdom instead. Next up is Chris-chan. Chris-chan has had a lot of genuine friends over the years, and
Honey with vanilla pudding? I haven't thought of that. That sounds good. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna have to try that. Also, you mix the syrup with the cream cheese. Smart.
most of them likely just befriended him out of pity. Chris has managed to screw up most of them though. For one, we have Chris's old gal pals from high school. There are old friends such as Sarah Hammer and Tiffany Robinson who simply drifted apart from Chris over the years. There's also Natasha Turner, someone who was next door neighbors with Chris for a few years while growing up. Chris later discovered that his father Bob was actually bribing Natasha to talk to Chris every day. There are
No fucking way. I know we learned that throughout the course of the Geno Samuel documentary. What a strange interaction for Bob, having to talk to this little girl. Hey, young lady, can I pay you some money to talk to my weird son? Dude, what a fucking strange what a strange conversation for somebody to catch you having with the child. What if somebody had walked by and just happened to look by and they look over and they see Bob the internet lumberjack. He's over there talking to the fucking little neighbor girl, 14 years old. Hey, young lady, can I give you $50 if you'll be friends with my son? You'll talk to him this week. Imagine being caught doing that, handing a little girl money. Imagine being Bob, being caught in that scenario. God, the effects of Chris Chan really do just fucking tentacle out everywhere and touch everyone in his immediate vicinity.
are also gal pals who Chris chased off with his creepy
Look at those tits. Jesus.
behavior. Kelly Andes blocked Chris after
Well, she looks like a nice lady.
finding a public video
I feel like she would call people like hun and sweetheart and stuff like that. She looks like she'd be very nice.
of Chris having sex with his blow-up doll.
Dude, what the fuck? What did he just say? I feel like I missed some stuff here.
Who Chris chased off with his creepy behavior. Kelly Andes blocked Chris after finding a public video of Chris having sex with his blow-up doll.
Oh, totally reasonable. That's totally reasonable.
Tiffany Gowan was a friend who danced with Chris at the prom. Chris would creep her out 10 years after by aggressively trying to search for her, and she told him to leave her alone. A couple of other gal pals followed these same fates, severing Chris's connections from high school completely. Next, we
Julie.
have Megan. Chris would befriend Megan while at the gameplay.
Dude, she looks uncomfortable there.
Megan would be friends with Chris because they had similar geeky interests. Megan was a true friend to Chris despite him being an oddball. Chris, however, saw Megan as more than just a friend. He saw her as a potential love interest. Chris would advance more and more on her over time, and she would resist him more and more. After Chris lost a contest where the main prize was 2 tickets to Seattle, he vented greatly and expressed he desperately wanted to bring Megan, even indicating that they could have sex for the first time. This was when Megan was first very upset, not mincing her words at all.
Good for her, dude. I'm good for her. That's I feel like she was a nice person. She tried to be nice and tried to tolerate Chris and was trying to probably just she was probably raised to just do the right, maybe, I don't know, I'm just guessing here. I don't know this girl. I don't know her from Adam. I feel like maybe she was trying to be nice and just trying to, like, maybe she was told, oh, you got to be nice to him. You just I don't know. Maybe some people were raised that when dealing with unique individuals, you just deal with them, just be nice to them, just pacify them. She might have been taught that. I don't know. Maybe not, but she seems like that's what she was trying to do, just to pacify Chris. And of course, Chris took that as affection. And here, let me draw you pictures of me finger fucking you and put it all over the internet. Yeah.
Despite Megan's frustration, she was still willing to hang out with Chris. This was a good opportunity for Chris to learn from
That shirt is 2 sizes too small.
his bad behavior and be a better friend to
I should not be able to that clearly define Chris's titties.
Megan before he lost her. Well, he f***ed it up. In a fit of horny rage, Chris drew a sexual image of him pleasuring Megan. Megan would eventually see this and break off their friendship completely, devastating Chris. Chris would attempt to make amends with her, but ultimately failed. Years later, Chris would develop resentment towards Megan, even accusing her of starting the trolling campaign against him. He would even create a voodoo doll of her. During Chris's Dimensional Merge arc, he would change his tune again and say that Megan was CPU goddess Redheart and he was going to meet up with her or something. That did not happen though, because according to Chris, Megan has guns. The last notable time Megan was mentioned was in 2023 when Chris made his bizarre Setting the Record Straight video, where he once again scolded Megan, saying, "You had your chance."
Even Megan Schroeder had your chance to actually be kind and compassionate and friends with me for a longer run.
Chris would also break many friendships with notable members of Kiwi Farms. After the Idea Guys saga, many people on the forum actually wanted to protect Chris from malicious people forming
Ew, Schwilly, what the fuck? Of course he did. Of course he did.
a group called the Guard Dogs. One of these people was
Ew.
the Captain, who had rescued Chris from the Idea Guy's influence. The Captain would break friendship with Chris, however, after he witnessed Chris using 3 sick kittens as a way to e-bag. One last person Chris broke friendship with is Josh Moon, also known as Null, owner of Kiwi Farms. Null had taken a lot of attacks against Chris very seriously, especially the Idea Guys. He had basically operated as Chris's manager for years, even helping him fund a trip to Everfree Northwest. However, then Chris decided to boink his mother. Null obviously took great disgust at this, but he wasn't quite ready to give up on Chris just yet. He decided to close Chris's GoFundMe so he could give him funds to find a place to live temporarily, because Chris was under an EPO that forbade him from visiting his mother. Null instructed Chris to sleep in his car for just one night while Null organized the rest. It's pretty amazing how Null was willing to help Chris even after admitting to banging his own mother. Chris took Null for granted though. Rather than following his advice, he would go on to steal funds from his own mother's bank account to buy himself a motel room along with a whole bunch of new toys. This infuriated Null. He would ask Chris about this, and Chris would lie to him until Null pressed him. This was the last straw, as Null would cut off contact with Chris for violating his EPO. Chris would later seethe about this interaction during his Jesus arc. He would claim that Josh was Judas Iscariot, betraying Chris, who is obviously Jesus, of course. Next up, we have Daniel Larson. Daniel had enablers and white knights, but not really any friends during his reign of terror on the internet. There is one exception, Bob Proctor, who was a mentor.
Is that Bob's face? I don't think I've ever seen Bob, like, holy shit. Face reveal, baby. Wow, this makes me want to, wow. I've never seen Bob. This is the first time I've ever seen Bob in my life. Like, I've heard Bob. I've heard him argue with Daniel, and you're hitting me, get out of my damn car, and whatever else he said to Daniel. I remember all that. I've never seen Bob. Amazing. I hope we're not getting trolled and this is just some random old dude. I hope this is actually him, but yeah, I've never actually seen Bob. That's wow.
And father figure to Daniel after his grandmother passed away. Daniel and Bob had met at a reading buddy program at the Tennyson Center.
To think, ladies and gentlemen, that young boy right there, that young man would grow up to threaten the president on numerous occasions. He would threaten to detonate things at the White House. He would go on to have a, what would you call it? A psychotic state of psychosis relationship or induced relationship with Grace Vanderwalt for however many years now. I'm curious. It's been a long time since we've seen Daniel. I'm curious what he's like now, if he's medicated or if he's not medicated. I'm just curious what's going on. I'm curious. The lack of eyebrows that shows his future. Yeah, that kid right there grew up to be a real fucking creep.
Center where Daniel went to school. Bob would support Daniel through his internet career, which usually just involved giving him money so Daniel could buy beats and production for his songs, and buying fleshlights, of course. Over the years, Bob's patience grew thin with Daniel due to his delusions, violent outbursts, and the need to film everything on his phone. The first major incident
sent 100 for 2 jewels. Okay, I never learned what those are. Still don't have a clue what they are, but I appreciate them, guys. I don't know what the fuck they are, but I appreciate them.
Was the December 10th incident where the motel Daniel was staying at allegedly threatened to kill him. Daniel had a catastrophic meltdown in Bob's car where he actually hit Bob.
And tell him you're beating me.
No, you hit me! You broke my arm!
I didn't break your fucking arm.
You grabbed me!
Yeah, because you were beating me.
This incident caused many people to no longer be sympathetic with Daniel. Despite this, Bob would continue trying to support and help Daniel in any way he could. However, it seems that Bob's patience would eventually run out. Another incident would occur known as the August 31st incident, where Bob was upset at Daniel for constantly being on his phone. Daniel, for whatever reason, was extremely offended at this, bitching at Bob in the car, saying that all he does is cause issues, despite everything Bob has done for him. After several minutes, Bob would have enough of his bullshit and start telling Daniel to get out of his car. Daniel would do what any sensible person would do in that situation and called Bob the N-word, and the two began to fight. Bob would kick Daniel out of his car, and Daniel would have a meltdown saying, "Bob just ran me over with his car." Bob would basically refuse to be around Daniel in the future. Daniel would call a wellness check on Bob in late 2023, which revealed that Bob no longer wants to talk to Daniel. Bob, however, would continue texting Daniel even when he was in jail. Bob has apparently testified in Daniel's federal court case. I want to touch on Only Use Me Blade next.
Damn, homeboy looks rough.
Use Me Blade started out similarly to Wings of Redemption. He had a good standing in the Call of Duty community, known for his knife skills. However, things would get rough after he started drinking on his stream. He would then have streams where he'd drink a shot every time someone super chatted. This would always end badly. According to his old friend Keemstar, Blade has two personalities, Sober Blade and Drunk Blade. I actually disagree with this kind of analysis. Alcohol usually doesn't change your personality entirely. It just loosens your self-control and acts more as a truth serum than something that completely changes your personality. So when Blade decided to have sex with a woman who is married to a devout fan of his, that was his own toxic personality showing through. He has no gratitude towards his actual fans and is even willing to be a homewrecker just for his own amusement.
You can't do that. You can't. No, that's a bad move. Even if that's consensual and the husband's in on it, and we mentioned this the other day on stream. I was like, "Fuck my wife? I don't fucking think so." Even if the husband's in on it, you can't do that because the dynamic, the relationship of being, a content creator and having people from your audience. You can't do that. It's incredibly unethical and immoral.
And this is what Blade has been doing for years. Many streamers have cut ties with him and refused to collaborate with him over his garbage behavior while drunk. Him and Keemstar used to be very tight friends, with Keem wanting him to quit drinking. However, Blade would have an incident where he aggressively threw a dog, which drew a ton of controversy. This would be the moment where Keemstar refused to support him. But that's not all. Blade is supposed to be a caretaker to his mother, who is elderly and disabled. Blade claims to be a great caretaker, but he never really helps her with anything. Instead, he always causes problems at her building. She basically never lets him inside due to his terrible behavior. In a very sad clip, his mother actually seems like a nice lady, talking about how she misses the way Blade once was.
Hi, Mom. How you doing?
It's fine.
Okay. I miss you.
Miss my sober son. Don't miss you at all.
And finally, we have the quartering.
That fucking hurts. That hurts. Oh my god, that's fucking depressing. Oh, that's gonna get me all up in my feelings. I understand why she said that. Oh, man. Every drug addict knows that feeling, or most of us do. Disappoint your parents or disappoint whoever it is that you don't want to disappoint. Shitty feeling.
In the past few months, quartering has destroyed all the goodwill he had with any conservative YouTuber or commentator. The only few people who defend him are Melanie Mack, Chrissy Mayer, and maybe Styx Hexenhammer? These aren't exactly who you want in your corner, though. People like Sydney Watson and Lauren Southern are coming out against Quarter Pounder, exposing him for the perverted creep he is. I talk about it in this video. However, one thing I didn't mention is the podcast he did called Tism, or The Incredible Salt Mine. This was done with fellow edgy YouTubers Bearing and Count Dankula. The three had done episodes for years covering a variety of topics. However, unfortunately for Quarter Ton, Bearing has a lot more integrity than he does. When he saw all the controversy surrounding him and Kino Casino, Bearing spoke up, condemning the act and publicly calling out the Quarter Planet for this. This moment really should have been a reality check for him. A longtime friend catching on to all the bullshit happening and speaking out. However, as discussed in the previous video, Jeremy's pride did not falter and he seethed at Bearing in his DMs. While all this happened, the other friend, Count Dankula, stood quiet. This is because Dankula has a rule where he doesn't publicly shit-talk people he's personally worked with. A great friend to have indeed. Well, somehow Hambully this one up too. After Bearing called him out, Jeremy decided to delete every single episode of their podcast together. He had the absolute audacity to say that the channel was terminated and that it was false flagged. Bering exposed this lie by saying the channel was deleted, and Count Dankula was absolutely furious. This Twitter rant was all despite Dankula really not wanting to make this public. However, Quarter Pounder is such a terrible friend that even Count Dankula had to break his one rule about talking about people. I think that'll do it for now. I wanted to touch on others such as iDubbbz because his bridge burning is an absolute spectacle, but I think I'll save that for a part 2. Subscribe for that, and y'all let me know if there are any other broken friendships you want me to cover. And remember, have gratitude towards your friends, because if you chase them off, you'll have nobody to blame but yourself.
Okay. I told you guys 2, maybe 3. We'll do one more little short one, and we'll call it a stream. Let me get it whipped up here.
Hey piggies,
what's up, gang? Again, Slop Roach. I really like Slop Roach's channel. Really good videos. I'm having a fun time doing this. See, there's a handful of channels I watch in my personal time, and this definitely makes the cut. Okay. Okay. Let's see. What am I doing? Okay. All right, gang. We made it through it. Excuse me. We made it through that last video. You guys know what that means. We've earned ourselves a ripper. We have a ripper break. It's Saturday. It's a 3-day weekend. You guys deserve it. Take a break. It's the weekend. It's Memorial Day. Is it Memorial Day? Or is it Labor Day? Memorial?
Labor Day is when school
What
starts.
are we memorialing? Veterans? Okay.
Ask me, I don't know. I don't want to look stupid.
The only dumb question is a question not asked.
I work too much to care.
Fair enough.
There's an extra day off.
Fair enough. But anyways, we got 3-day weekend, gang, so we've earned it. It's fine. It's fine if everybody's ready. You guys know what time it is. Let's fucking go. Poot poot. Sheesh. Sheesh, gang. Sheesh. Okay, boy. This is going to make a fun Saturday night. I'm going to play some Call of Duty tonight. Might have to do that tonight, gang. Yeah, I haven't played in a couple of weeks. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Love Lives of Lulcows. Presented to us by Slop Roach. You guys know what it is. Let's go.
Valentine's Day is coming right up. This is Love Week. I'm not certain of y'all's love lives, whether you're happily married, single, and a virgin, or you're going through a bad divorce. Whatever your situation is, I have some tales to tell of lolcows and their love lives. Lulcows on the internet have a tendency to divulge every detail of their romantic and sexual ambition.
COD stream win? I don't know, but I would. I want to. I want to get one of those things they plug into your Xbox and TV so that you can capture it and stream it and stuff. I want to get one of those things. I want to do that. That's the next step. I want to do that because I think that'd be fun. I'm not very good. You guys aren't going to be seeing me going like 20 kill streaks. You're going to see me like get death streaks, kill streak, or it's not a final stand. I don't know what it's called. I'll get some kills, but it won't be anything impressive. But we could do it. I would love to do that. I think that would be so much fun.
much to the entertainment of many on the internet. It all tends to end in catastrophe for all of them, so sit back, grab a tub of ice cream, and enjoy the stories. Let's go. Let's start off with Daniel Larson. Unlike others in this video, Daniel Larson is strictly monogamous. He yearns for one girl and one girl only, Grace Vanderwall, and man does he want her badly. He's fully convinced himself that they're dating. This all started with an incident that allegedly happened when Daniel was 17 and Grace was just 11. While watching her performance on America's Got Talent, Daniel's...
Is that Grace Vanderwalt in her haircut? I had no idea what she looked like. All I knew was that she was a singer. I generally had no fucking idea what she actually looked like. Huh. Rax memes and edits in Discord. I will check it out. I've been in the Discord more lately. I'm in there. I may not be super duper active, but I'm there almost every day. I'm in there for at least a couple of minutes. I'm trying to show up more and more.
Grandmother allegedly said, "One day, you'll be performing with her." This opened Pandora's box in Daniel's mind, and ever since then he's been absolutely obsessed with her, claiming that they're married and they're going to meet up. This is made 1,000% worse by the internet trolls who impersonate Grace and contact Daniel. At the same time, whenever people show him proof that these are trolls and the real Grace Vanderwall wants nothing to do with him, Daniel adamantly refuses to believe these people and chooses instead to indulge his delusions. In my opinion, this shows that Daniel's behavior towards her can't be completely attributed to the trolls egging him on, as he would constantly twist his own logic into pretzels to justify believing that their love is real. Daniel would have many incidents around this delusion, such as the Likey meltdown where he believed that Grace died of a heart attack and took her own life at the same time. Somehow.
What?
This wasn't the last time Daniel believed Grace was in the hospital though, as every time an incident happened, Daniel Larson would rush outside and tell random strangers, "There is a celebrity in the hospital," to mixed results.
There's currently a celebrity in the hospital.
I don't give a fuck. That can fuck up Washington.
Dang.
This became a meme of sorts. He also had to make sure that others knew about his imaginary relationship with Grace as well.
I have a quick announcement. If you know the singer Grace Vanderwall from America's Got Talent, she's a ukulele player. So I'm also an upcoming singer. We're going to be dating and we would like the message to be spread. If you could help spread the message.
Daniel's relationship with Grace wasn't always sunshine and rainbows though. They got into fights, such as the time a fake Grace Vanderwall messaged him this, and Daniel responded by calling her the N-word and then aggressively hitting himself. There was also
No, we gotta see that. We gotta see that text.
Responded by calling her.
I want to see what that says.
Grace Vanderwall messaged him this.
Okay, from the very first line of visible text. Ass you F slur. Pedophile go fuck Bob in the ass you F slur. Pedophile go fuck. Oh, it just says pedophile go fuck Bob in the ass you F slur.
And Daniel responded by calling her the N-word and then aggressively hitting himself. There was also a subplot the trolls created where Jacob Sartorius was dating Grace Vanderwall and actually managed to impregnate her.
Fuck you, Daniel Larson. I have been having sex with Grace while you have been rotting in jail. She doesn't want to be with you if you are going to be a criminal, you She is my girlfriend now, so get over it, you little pussy-ass bitch.
One of my favorite moments from this arc was when Daniel was complaining about Jacob Sartorius to his mentor Bob Proctor.
But I don't know who did it.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Sagittarius or whatever his name is.
It's Jacob Sartorius.
Big dick muscle man.
What?
Okay, you just pissed me off.
Now,
what the fuck does that mean?
We obviously know what Daniel thinks of Grace, but what do the Vanderwalls think of Daniel? Well, they view him as a deranged, violent, creepy pedophile and do everything they can to keep him away. Tina started this by demanding Daniel stop his messages, and Daniel responded in a calm and rational way by threatening to end his own life. As for Grace, she's never spoken to Daniel directly, but she does regularly delete Danderson-related comments on her social media. She's also responded to one of these comments referring to Daniel as a pedo that's haunted her life. In a message exchange with someone, she mentions she knows who he is and acknowledges that he's a dirty pedophile. She wants nothing to do with him and hates him.
Fuck yeah, dude. Good for her.
Can't say I blame her. She's much safer with Danderson in jail.
Yep.
King Cobra jail.
Hey, there's our boy.
FS. We all know that Heavy Metal King is actually capable of getting ass, unlike Danderson. Josh actually has some humility. He isn't like most lolcows who try to get with someone way out of their league. Josh sets a low bar for his ideal woman. You honestly have to respect it.
Cobra, what's your ideal woman? Well, first of all, of age, alive.
Of age and alive.
Cisgendered,
consenting.
Non-related. And at least a 4 or above on the good looks scale. Like
Josh,
a 4 above. Fucking. Okay, I guess the man knows what he wants, and go get it, big dog. I guess go get it.
His first notable relationship was with a girl named Stephanie. He managed to get laid in this relationship, and she even moved in.
The jokes about. We've all heard them. The jokes. The nice, easygoing girls that look like Stephanie, the almost kind of nerdy, dorky girls that they don't live that wild party lifestyle. That they're. Oh, I feel like the jokes. I feel like you guys already know the jokes. The jokes are already there. Those bitches are the fucking craziest.
Fortunately, though, he fucked it up. He would end up having sex with a woman in a parking lot, and then the relationship deteriorated from there. She would cheat on him and move out.
He'd be freaked out. There you go. That's, yep, you're not wrong.
Josh would have a variety of short-lived relationships, including one with a girl named Amy that lasted for just one whole...
Girls like Stephanie do butt stuff on the first night.
day. Wow. He was...
I don't know that, though. I just heard that. I fucking heard that's a rumor. Oh my fucking god. I don't know why I had this fucking flash of panic. I was like, oh my god, is my wife right there? Whoo! She is not. It's okay. But I just had this panic like, oh my god. Okay, she's across the hall. She's across the call. She can't hear me. Woo! Anyways, that's I just heard that stuff. I don't know if it's true. I just heard that stuff. It's rumors. It's stupid rumors. I don't know.
He's also obsessed with...
How do I know? Fuck, I don't know.
The girl named Alicia Rhodey, who is a blonde...
Because if she was watching, she would have been in here by now.
Girl he knew from high school. He talked about her a lot in his drunken streams, but he never pursued her beyond this. He had a dry spell for about 6 years where he was without a girl. This ended...
This is Minecraft, absolutely hypothetical, 100%.
...with Jessica Boyle.
Wow, boys, wow. Life comes at you fast, doesn't it? Life sure does come at you fast. Wow. The thumbnails that could be made with that. You know what, gang? Here. You guys want to get creative? Please take that image, help yourselves, do with it what you will. Do your worst. Submit it in the Discord. She made corn in her... Oh my god, dog. Oh my god. hang on me making dirty butthole videos in your parents' basement. Do you guys have time to get screen caps, get screenshots? All right. There we go. We back. You're not watching, are you? Yeah, she's not watching, guys. She's not watching. She doesn't know what I said. Ha!
Another weird.
Anyway, huh? No, I didn't say anything mean. Just said something stupid. Anyways.
Bro on the internet obsessed with copes. Jessica had a YouTube channel called Naked and Laughing where she was infamous for her alcoholism.
Ew, dude, gross. Why would she make that? Ew. Okay. Why would she make a dirty butthole video like that? And secondly, part B, who would watch it? Part C, why would they watch it?
Revolt.
Thank you for the party hat. I do appreciate you.
Behavior, abuse, and attention-seeking antics. They met up 3 times in total, each more disastrous than the last. First time, she got completely wasted and kept poking and prodding at Josh when he wasn't interested. The second time, she went completely crazy and started trashing his property, which got Josh hit with an eviction notice. The third time, she booted up a live stream against his consent, antagonized Josh, and even encouraged him to end his own life. Yeah, she was absolutely horrible and left a terrible impact on Josh's life.
Holy shit, dude.
Her YouTube account has since been terminated. Next up, we have Big...
I know exactly which painting you're talking about, Dothex. It's like long and like woo, like woo. I know exactly what painting you're talking about.
Big Toph. One of Tophia Chu's most popular TikToks is her complaining about
smell like Wendy's, look like Arby's.
About beauty standards and being unable to get a partner. Based on what she's...
What does she say right there, Toph? I will never be loved because I'm not skinny or don't fit beauty standards. I think you won't be loved because you're a pedophile and you're garbage. You're the worst and you smell like buttholes and 5-day-old butt laundry. We've gone over this many times. Butt laundry is laundry at the bottom of your laundry basket that's been there since like Tuesday. You got to do laundry on Friday or Saturday. And it's when you're dumping your shit in there and that last little bit of laundry like falls out of the basket and it goes like right by you and you get that like dirty laundry air where it's like, and you're like, oh, that's butt laundry. That's butt laundry. And Tophia smells like 5-day-old butt laundry, week-old butt laundry. You guys know, you guys have all walked by somebody in the grocery store or whatever, that walked by them and like, it's not body odor. It's not like smelling like work or like oil or cigarettes. It's fucking butt laundry, dude. It is butt laundry. You guys know the smell. It makes you think like if somebody had their ass cheeks like right here and you're just, that's what it smells like. I don't know. I'm calling it like it is. Call it like it is. Urgent.
Said in her videos, she's likely never been in an actual relationship.
Stale corn.
This might get you to sympathize with her, but once you see more of her horny behavior, then you'll realize why. Tophia Chu fetishizes Asian men. She's a massive fan of K-pop and even once spent hundreds of dollars to go to a BTS concert, despite her family living in constant poverty. Now, it's one thing to have a type, but Tophia Chu takes this to the next level. She'll casually stalk a lot of handsome Asian men on TikTok, doing duet videos with them such as this one. This poor man would eventually remove this video. She would also make constant duets with Wesley Boba. Eventually, his comments would be flooded.
That dude has some abs. My goodness, good for him.
Flooded with
Tophia or Hamberlin. Are they straight up just fist fighting? Honestly, I don't know. Probably Tophia. Because Tophia is a little bit smaller than Amber. So she's got like a couple more drops in the gas tank. And Tofia, unlike Amber, has lived in abject poverty her entire life. She's dealt with cockroaches and sewer rats and shit. So, like, she's dealt with it. She's been in the trenches. Versus Amber, yeah, she grew up a poor kid in and out of the system, supposedly. But when she blew up on YouTube, she did very well for herself. I don't know if she saved any of her money or invested or did anything with it proper that she should have done. Probably not. Probably wasted it on Walmart bullshit. But she's had a little bit more of a cushy life. I mean, clearly she's 600 pounds. She's eaten very, very good. So she's never really been in the trenches. She hasn't had to fight off cockroaches or live with sewer rats or sleep in the back of a car parked on the side of the road. Like Tofia's been in the streets. So I think Tofia fucks her up strictly off of life experience alone. Tofia's really out there dealing with cockroaches and sewer rats. The confidence you get from that, I mean, it's hard to beat. I think her confidence takes her a long way with this one. I think she smashes Amberlynn. Final answer.
With mentions of Tofia, which would cause him to delete his account entirely. Tofia Chu became very salty over this and would spend years complaining about it. I want you to keep in mind that Tofia Chu is almost 30 years old in a lot of these duets. Gross. But perhaps the darkest manifestation of this is that Tofia Chu once accidentally showed her internet history, which included Asian porn of the teen.
So the Tofia versus Foodie versus Hamberlin versus Leslie Clark, is that like a fatal four-way or are we doing tag team? Because fatal four-way? I don't know. There's a lot of variables there. That's a lot of planet-sized women there. I don't know, dude. That's a big bitches. That's some big I don't know. Cause Amberlynn is like mean girl coded. Like she's not. I don't see Amberlynn throwing a punch at anyone, but the way she abused her partners verbally, and if they were sitting next to her, she could like grab their arm like this and dig her nails into their arm. That multiple partners have told stories about that. She'll just dig her nails into them. And it's like how the fuck are you getting abused by a beanbag, dog? Come on, you a fucking literal beanbag, a human beanbag can barely get themselves up and walk to the restroom is abusing you? Like, come on. I used to be abused, and my abuser was not 600 pounds. He was very physically capable. So I see that like you're getting abused by a beanbag. Come on. You're not one of us. That's not funny. That's not funny. Money on Leslie. Ooh, wild card. Leslie Clark. That's a wild card. Because she's the smallest of those women. I mean, that's not to say that she's not powerful in her own right. She's still a big bitch. But she's the smallest. Was it her, Tofia, Amber, and Foodie? Yeah, because Amber and Foodie, between the two of them, they're pushing half a ton. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy to think about. Half a ton between two people. Woo! But Foodie's a cunt. Like capital CUNT, cunt. You can see it on her. Something about her is very unsettling to me when I'm really, really stoned. There's an image that I've seen of Foodie. I think it's in one of Mr. Snowflake's documentaries on Foodie, and it's one of her older images from when Foodie was, I don't know, early 20s, late teens maybe. But she had to have been a little older because she was looking at the camera and she's just like this, just smiling. But she's fat enough to the point that her eyes are like being pushed out of their sockets just enough that it almost looks like an AI rendition of what American Dad might look like in real life. Have you guys ever seen those AI, like how they look just fucking uncanny valley almost? They're just fucking weird. And that's how fucking Foodie looks to me, and ever since I saw that image, I can't unsee it. She doesn't look real to me. She looks like somebody played with her character settings and just didn't quite finish and just left her unfinished. She doesn't look good. Yeah, that fatal 4-way, I don't know. That's kind of a coin flip. She's definitely psychopathic. Yeah, dude, she's fucking crazy. Like, she's fucking evil. She's evil. Yeah, there's lots of wild cards with that fatal 4-way. I don't know. That's kind of a coin toss. If I'm just gonna call it a random one, though, I'm probably gonna have to go with Tofia strictly for her living in the trenches. I think that's gonna take her a long way. Again, Tofia Chu, final answer.
Variety. God, I just want to wash out my mouth with soap after saying that. She got a ton of hate for this, obviously, and justifiably so. Many of her trolls refer to this as teen Asian corn and constantly bring it up during her lives, which causes her to get upset. Next up, we have Cyraxx, the main star of this video. This one's going to be a doozy, so hold on to your hats. Cyraxx's love life started...
I promise you, Big Dog, we are very familiar with this cow. We're very familiar with the love life of Cyraxx. We're very familiar with these large, hefty, heifer-sized women that Rax finds himself with so often, which is really fucking fascinating in and of itself. That he ever managed to find women to fucking stay with him, to physically meet him, live with him and shit. How the fuck do you ever do that? How did that ever happen? How did that ever come to fruition? That dirty little goblin who was getting his fucking willy whacker whacked? That little fucking thing? Disgusting.
With a girl named Heather. We'll call her Heather 1 because...
Rax's home territory, bitch. Fair.
Chance is going to have another girlfriend named Heather later on.
That's weird, dating multiple girls with the same name.
Not much is known about Heather 1 other than her appearing in an apology.
I don't know if I could find another woman on planet Earth named Mrs. Cholo. I don't think I got the only one.
Video that Chance made. In this video, Chance tries to make amends with the record label Killer Clown Sounds after he raged towards them. While he's apologizing, Heather 1 occasionally interjects with some yas and yups. It's not known how this relationship started or ended, and frankly, even I want to know because I'd like to study and interview
there's not a lot out there about her.
Any woman who'd willingly want to get with Chance just to understand them.
Yeah, honestly, why was she there? What was she doing? Like, was she like, oh, this guy's going to be a rapper. He's clearly really smart and he's probably got a lot of money and drives a sweet car and totally has a license and knows how to drive. And like, what the fuck was that girl thinking?
Kendall Smith wasn't exactly a girlfriend of Chance. She was much closer to a stalking victim. She started out as someone who befriended Chance in around 2018, likely out of pity. Chance would develop feelings for her and tried pursuing, but Kendall shut him down and insisted they remained friends. Cyraxx did not take this rejection very well. He would end up doxing her, her family, and even her landlord. He even threatened and harassed her incessantly. Here she is playing a threatening voicemail he sent her.
That wasn't a real officer on the fucking line. Just guess what? I have family in the police force. And guess what? An officer has to come to your house.
Ah, Chance.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was early Cyraxx. Even way back then, he was such a smug, audacious little dickhead. Even back then, you could hear it. He hasn't changed in decades. He will never change. He will be a piece of shit until the day he dies, which, God, I am praying it's in the morning. I am praying it's tomorrow. Gang, I'm praying every day. When I wake up, say, please, Lord, baby Jesus Christ, please take Cyraxx. If you do nothing else for me today, just make Cyraxx take his last breath, please. That will make my day, and I will shut the fuck up. I won't ask for new sneakers. I won't ask for new laptop. I won't ask for anything. I won't ask for any dumb bullshit. I'll leave you alone. Just kill Cyraxx, please.
You're such a charming fellow. Candle was a catalyst to mark the true beginning of the trolling directed at Cyraxx, as Music Biz Marty would take notice of her videos and started his diabolical plans to mess with Chance. Candle would fake her own death to escape Chance and all the trolling around him, and would later emerge in around 2023 under the new name Becky, with Music Biz Marty interviewing her. The most notable girlfriend of Cyraxx is Heather Kraut, who dated for about a year starting in mid-2019. The two had made many videos together, the most infamous one being where they shared a kiss.
Heather looks like she smells like permanent butt laundry. You guys know that ass wind. We all know it, okay? I'm not going to sit here and pretend that we don't. We all know it. We all know what dirty laundry smells like. Heather looks like that is just on her all the time. All these women that Cyraxx dates look like they smell like butt laundry. Do they not? Ew. Fucking gross.
Nice word, bud.
You can actually hear her cough and visibly see her gag. I don't blame her. I mean, just look at Cyraxx's mouth.
I'd rather suck dick than do that, dude. All day, all day.
Obviously, Heather wouldn't kiss him again in that stream. Heather had met Chance after taking notice in his rap career and would travel halfway across America to live with him, abandoning her family. Oh yeah, did I mention she lived in Mississippi and had a couple of kids in a lesbian relationship? It's no surprise that Chance is only capable of attracting complete craziness. She basically left her children with complete strangers to take care of them before fleeing. She has had to deal with numerous CPS calls against her because of this kind of neglect. Here's a video where a couple of concerned streamers call the household of Heather's ex-wife, where they detail her complete insanity.
Okay, so there was never any plans on her coming to get the baby back.
Nope. She left here for my fucking dead body. She left here that night. Did not even say nothing to Leo.
Cyraxx would embrace the idea of being a dad by referring to these children as his stepchildren, an idea that absolutely horrifies me when you know the kind of Chance has done.
Yeah.
Chance would abuse Heather, allegedly hitting her and even calling her a "see you next Tuesday." The Goblin's rage knows no bounds. As the criticism and backlash intensified, Chance and Heather's relationship became more and more heated. Another troll would catfish Chance, and he fell for it like he always does, sending a dick pic to them. Heather would dump his ass, and he released a self-pitying video where he fake cried and said Heather never cared about him at all. Heather would pass away from heart issues in mid-2022. Next up, we have Josh Block.
Hey, it's been a long time since we've seen Josh Block and Mr. Based here.
Much is actually known about Josh's romantic pursuits. That's likely because
I thought Mr. Based was his romantic pursuit.
There are none. Josh is heavily speculated to be gay because he's attended numerous gay bars. This is likely just for the bar part rather than the gay part, though. He's more likely asexual because he's never lusted after anyone in particular, unlike the others on this list.
I could genuinely care less who he is interested in, male or female. That I do not give a fuck about.
Has had his creepy moments of...
I think it's weird when people do care. That person's homosexual. Who gives a fuck? Fuck out of here with that shit. I don't got time for that.
Of course, such as when he motorboated Gianna Jean without consent, or when he pretended to make love to a doll in its mouth. However, Josh has never expressed any sexual or romantic desires. It's funny because of all the time he's spent with Mr. Sex Trafficker, who's tried to get him laid several...
That's right, I forgot about that. I forgot all about Mr. Bass.
Several times by convincing his girlfriend, Claire, to have...
That girl that lost her life.
...sex with him. When Josh went to the red light district in Amsterdam, he claims they put a condom on him, but he refused to pay any money for hanky-panky. Most interestingly, Josh has also claimed he can't get an erection on several occasions. While he is an unreliable narrator, I don't think he'd lie about this because there's no reason to. It's more...
Jesus Christ himself could not get me to say that to anybody. Fuck no. have to say that out loud that something ain't working right? No. I'll take a letter. I'll take the letter.
More likely just a case of an autistic person sharing too much information. And finally, we have Chris Chan. You know what? Chris Chan's love life is a mess. It's a long, intricate timeline as the love quest has always been a major part of his life. I'm gonna have to do a full video on him alone, so stay tuned for that, guys. Afterwards, I may make this a multi-part series because damn, there is a lot to cover when it comes to lulcows and their love lives.
For real.
And just remember, no matter how bad your love life is, at least you're not any of the people mentioned here. Take care, guys.
Take care, Slop Roach. That was a great video. Gang, we did it. We killed it. We got through it. Top to bottom. No, that's what I say in the videos. But guys, we did it. That was 2 hours. We did it. We're through. We're going to call that bitch a stream. That was a good one. Those were good videos. Shouts out to Slop Roach. I really like his channel. Go check him out. Go show him some love. Let him know that our community is here, that we're in the comments, and we appreciate what he does. I appreciate you guys as I always do. I appreciate the love and support as I always do. And hope you all have a wonderful Sunday. Have a great rest of your weekend. We are going to take the stream out on a ripper, like we always do. Like we always do. We will take it out on a ripper. And don't forget, Monday, yes, we will be here. It's Memorial Day. Be barbecuing that day. But yes, we will be streaming. We have the series, not season, the series finale of A Comprehensive History with Chris Chan from Geno Samuels 2.1's channel. We have gone through 84 fucking parts. 84 episodes, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to do episode 85 on Monday. 85 episodes we have done. All of these episodes are 30 to 45 minutes long. This last one is going to be like an hour and a half. So it's a real legitimate movie that we're going to be watching. We have learned a lot. We have laughed. We have cried. We've been disgusted. We've had good times. We've had bad times. We've had argumentative streams. We've had friendly streams. I've fallen asleep on stream. It's been a fucking journey, but we did it. We did it. We killed it. And this guy said this Monday, we're gonna wrap this shit up, kick it in the trash can, and we should be proud of ourselves because we did this collectively as a unit on the internet. A bunch of us join up every Monday morning to watch an hour and a half worth of Chris Chan content, to learn about him, to get smarter, and see all the things that he's done in his past. We do that together, and we've been doing it together every week for however long we've been doing it now. We did that shit together. We all should be very proud. Pat yourselves on the back. Let's catch this ripper. Call this bitch a stream. You guys know what time it is. Poot poot. Let's go. Guys, have a great rest of your night, and I will see you all live.